Well, I bet you weren't expecting that. Although it looks like a Lee Enfield, a 303 Lee Enfield, it's not. This, oh, now we gotta get it out of here, is actually a 22. Stu, once again, thank you for bringing something out for us.
You're welcome.
This looks like a Lee Enfield rifle. Well, everyone would think 303 British, right?
Sure.
It's not.
Well, it is a Lee Enfield, but it's a C.7 made by Long Branch in 1946 as a training rifle.
So Long Branch, Canadian company.
That's right.
And was this a modified Lee Enfield, or were they built new this way?
They're purpose-built that way to be a 22 and 22 rifle only.
Okay, so can you explain how she works? Because it's a little bit different than you'd think.
Sure, no problem. Well, first of all, if you just go from the muzzle to the rear, the muzzle doesn't have bayonet studs for the socket bayonet to go onto. So it's, again, dedicated 22. Moving back, you'll see the receiver. The receiver's marked C.7 Long Branch 1946. The magazine is also stamped 22 because it's a special follower where it's just meant to help guide the ammunition in. And once you're finished, you can sweep the empties back into the little pocket back there and empty out once you're done. You can also see that it's a 22 barrel. And from there, bolt face, you can see that the firing pin's offset because, again, the
rimfire.
It's a rimfire, exactly. And last but not least, big difference is your rear sight. The rear sight's just specially made for short distances that the 22 would do. This one here is graduated from, as you can see here, 20 and 100 meters, or 100 yards back then.
So this would have been something that the cadets would have used in their teenage years to learn how to shoot, or did the military use these as well as an introduction?
Well, what happened, these were also built during the war as well, I think from 44 onwards. Again, an easy way to acclimate new soldiers to firing this rifle. And then after the war, they were used for more cadet or high school organizations as well.
Excellent. So we have 22 long rifle here, and it is, again, single shot. And basically you put it in, and then you can feed it, or you're going to have to put it in the chamber itself. And then you can bring it in, close it down, and you're good to go. Very simple. It's a heavy rifle, so there's got a lot of recoil. It's almost non-existent.
Exactly.
She's absorbing it all, and you should be able to do some pretty accurate shooting with it. Of course, the main thing would be working on your skills, working on your principles of marksmanship.
Exactly.
Before you went on to the 303.
Exactly. So less cost, less noise.
And more places you could fire it.
Exactly. Here's a trick that you can do.
Okay.
You can close the action with it cocked. It'll kick it right out.
Oh, we'll try that this time. It's almost, there we go. It's almost, you can't miss. It's a very simple system, very simple sights. It's got a blade in the front, you've got your peep sight in the rear, and you can hit whatever you're aiming at. And it's very nice. Are these very common right now? Can you get them?
They're not common. They are scarce, and they do unfortunately have a hefty price tag with them.
What would the average price be nowadays?
It's around $2,000.
But if you wanted to get, and I know in Ontario anyway, there are 22 precision shooting competitions and stuff. Obviously this would be a very good choice for that.
It would be a good starter rifle, yes. A lot of history in it.
Gonna make sure I do this quickly enough to get it out. There we go. And like you said, you can just dump it out afterwards.
Exactly.
And she's good to go. very nice, very unique. You want to give it a few rounds downrange?
Sure, why not?
Feel bad sometimes having to bring these out and not letting you shoot them since they are yours.
Yes.
So I actually learned to shoot on a conversion 303 when I was in the Air Cadets.
Sure.
And they're so good that we shot in a community center in the center of town, out in Scarborough. So you could fire them indoors. People didn't hear them outside. They're very quiet. They were a great training rifle, and yeah, it's an amazingly fun and accurate thing. And if you can get a hold of one, like you said, not only is it a good rifle to learn with, it's got a bit of history, and it is a rifle that was used by the military, so it is a service rifle at some point. Well, once again, Stu, thanks for bringing it out.
No problem.